Connecticut. You're listening to the Joey Stats Sports Hour on 94.9 News Now Stimulating Talk. Live in studio every Saturday with your host, Joey Stats, featuring Slips and JT. Time to sit back and relax because Saturday starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, what day is today? It's Saturday. That's right. Welcome to the Joey Stats Sports Hour. And here's the man himself, Joey Stats.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm your host, Joey Stats, and you're listening to Joey Stats Sports Hour on 94.9 News Now Stimulating Talk. And we are powered by Service Station Equipment, home of the Tank Man. You can call the Tank Man at 1-800-801-TANK for all your tank needs. Yes, that's right. It is Saturday, October 25th. I'm live in studios. Phone lines are open, 860-464-9490. And I got a special guest back in studios. No slips. JT's on the road coming up here. He should be here soon. But I got the Murph Man back in studio. Murph Man, you're back. How do you feel today?
My man, pots and pans, baby. Murph's back. I'm so excited to be here. I got a lot for you. I got a lot for my degens out there. I am so happy I took the over last night in that Dodger game. Joe, I am too ecstatic to be here.
Yeah, we might have to get the mute button ready, Drew. Just in case, Murph gets out of hand and, hit the mute button. Mute Murph. Mute Murph.
Yeah,
mute Murph.
We might have a couple
you never know. You never know. But, yeah, no, I'm excited. Last night, great game. World Series just started. I said months ago I wanted Blue Jays, Phillies. That didn't happen. It's Blue Jays, Dodgers. But the Blue Jays, it looked like to start the game, 2-0 Dodgers, and it's 2-2. And then the Blue Jays opened it up from there and decided to, make it an 11-2 run. It was 11-2 in the sixth inning, and then they won the game 11-4. It was a great game. I'm pumped because, first time ever in a World Series for a guy to hit a grand slam pinch hit in Addison Barger. I mean, that's unbelievable that he came in and off the bench, grand slam. I mean, and you said you took the over, but I think a lot of people thought, yes, okay, it was in Toronto, but I think a lot of people, the Dodger fans, thought that this team, they got the highest payroll, they got Ohtani, they got, they got Freddie Freeman, Ohtani's hitting bombs. The team itself, I don't think that people thought that the Blue Jays could contend with them. But I think they could win this World Series. I'm not sure if they got to take it tonight. They got to take 2 games down to go on.
Yeah, so Joe, what I think it's cute. I think it's adorable. That was all really cute. I think that the Dodgers are going to absolutely slam
Of course
game
you
2.
do.
I think that when you have Ohtani sitting there game 4 with what he did in the previous series, I mean, you got to be like, just watch out. Now, I will tell you why I took the over yesterday.
Okay.
Was I think that the Blue Jays need to score 7 to 8 runs a game. They did it yesterday, and they are hot. There's a lot of mojo. And I am personally rooting for them. But I do think that the Dodgers, when they get back to L.A., even just game 2,
I completely disagree with you.
I think they're a juggernaut.
Here's the thing. Dodgers had 10 days off going into that game, and you could see when Blake Snell got on the mound, first inning, 30 pitches, they didn't score any runs, the Blue Jays, but getting to him, getting his pitch count up was huge, and that's what the Blue Jays do. Vlad Guerrero struck out 3 times in the playoffs, and he's got 6 home runs. They just got Bo Bichette back. And then I got a clip, Drew, cue it up. I got a clip of Addison Barger. Thought this was interesting. He slept on a pull-out couch before he hit that pinch hit home run. Play that clip real quick.
Was Barger on your couch last night?
He was, yeah.
Did his lease run out or something?
Or like his family's coming in. It came in tonight, and so like he needed me or needed someone.
So
he was staying with Miles, and then stayed with me last time. My girlfriend's here, so like He was like, "I sleep in the bed with you guys," and I was like, "No, sleep on my couch. Sleep in the pull-out." It's a pull-out, yeah. But it was squeaking all night, like.
Comfort the back. Pull-out couches are the most uncomfortable thing.
Yeah,
imaginable.
It was so funny. I looked over and I just see him just sleeping there in the middle of the night, and he's a head case, but he's funny.
Where's he?
So,
how far is your apartment from here in the city?
We're staying at the hotel. Yeah, we have a room overlooking the field and everything. And we woke up at like 9 a.m. and
wait, you have one of the?
Yeah, they gave us one of the rooms. We woke up at like 9 a.m. and they were doing like the intros at like 9, and we could see the chorus sing, and we're like, what the hell's going on? It's so early.
You have the suite, so you have.
So that was unbelievable. What were you gonna say? Sorry, Murph.
Hey, guy was low riding. Reminds me of my buddy Mickey Amani. Unbelievable.
Sleeping on the couch, and I want to make note that
it's worse than a
Justin's
pull-out couch?
in studio. You made it.
Yeah. You know what's worse than a pull-out couch?
What?
A hotel pull-out couch. That's even worse.
But how awesome would that be as an athlete, in my opinion, to be staying in the Rogers Center? Like, not the Rogers Center. It's not the Rogers Center anymore. What's it called? I have to look it up. He's staying in the stadium. They woke up and they're doing, they're prepping the field. He's on the couch, and he sits on the couch, sleeps on the pull-out couch, and then he goes in for a pinch hit, first at bat, grand slam. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
I know what you're saying. You still think that the Dodgers, Ohtani.
No, like I said, it's cute and adorable. I really, it was nice. And I am personally rooting for the Blue Jays, but I just let the series go a little bit. Yeah,
we all know after what went on in the world this week with the NBA, the National Betting Association, as the New York Post says, we all know that MLB probably this will go to Game 7. That's my thought now.
Yeah, I mean, without question.
It's 2 in Toronto, 3 at the Dodgers, 2 back at home. If it goes 7,
I'll tell you right now, I'd put my house on the Dodgers game 2.
House on the Dodgers game 2. You heard it there from Murph. I think you're insane. I really do. I think that you're going with your gut that the Dodgers are the best team, that they've been the best team all year. Okay, yeah, they won it last year. But like I said, this team went to a game 5. They played their full series. They had 10 games rest with the Dodgers coming in. The Blue Jays are hot. They got the best hitting in baseball. They're number 1 in every category.
Yeah.
If their hitting can take over the pitching, if they can get the guys out of the lineup, or they could get to the starting pitchers to get them out by the 5th, 6th inning, Toronto's going to win this thing.
Yeah, and
for Vlad Jr.
Continue to take the over, because to your point, if the Blue Jays do win, they need to score 7 runs a game.
And they've been doing it, though. That's the point.
And they did yesterday. That was a perfect formula.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's sustainable.
Joe, are you willing to put up your house?
I'm not putting up anything on this.
You guys can.
We're not swapping houses.
Exchange deeds on this.
This is just gut. This is just what I'm rooting for. I'm entertainment purposes only for the fans. If they want to put something on it, pizza money, they can. I'm taking this back. I'm enjoying it.
My man Pots and Pans, dude. We like money over here.
It's the first time the Blue Jays have been to the World Series since what year? Do you know? If you do know, call 860-464-9490. What was the last time the Blue Jays won a World Series before this year being there? What was the last time the Blue Jays won the World Series? If you know that answer, you can call 860-464-9490. But we are coming up to our commercial break. I'm here with Murph and JT, and we will be back.
Drew.
And Drew. We got Drew. But yeah, we got
Drew in the house, baby.
Coming up, we got a lot to talk about with the NBA. We got NCAA football, NFL, the NBA, the allegations with Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups this week. It's been wild going into that. So we're going to have to touch on that. We can let Murph Dog go on his college picks from there at some point. But when we come back, we're coming back up to our commercial break. I'm your host, Joey Stats. You are listening to Joey Stats Sports Hour on 94.9 News Now, stimulating talk. And we are powered by Service Station Equipment, home of the Tank Band. Be back in a minute.
The
entertainment's always heating up at The Barn in Groton. The Barn is a great place to hear the area's best live bands and the best cover bands. Enjoy happy hour Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. with great drink specials. Tuesday night, it's Trivia Tuesday. This Friday night, it's the best of Led Zeppelin tribute band. Saturday night, it's the Barn's 3rd annual Halloween party with Wicked Peach. There'll be prizes for the 2 best costumes. The Barn, Fort Hill Road, Groton. The best live bands, cool cocktails, and great food. Visit barnct.com.
To the people of Stonington, this is Rob Emery, your candidate for First Selectman. If preserving our past, protecting our present, and ensuring our future is important to you, vote Line B this November 4th. All our Line B candidates will work tirelessly to support quality education, ensure public safety, utilize fiscal responsibility, and save our community's character and charm that many feel is slipping away. Using your voice, we will represent all residents, including those that have felt left out or forgotten. Our door will be open because we work for you. Equal vote, equal voice.
Paid for and approved by the Stonington Republican Town Committee. Treasurer Margaret Murphy.
Inside, outside, all around the house, no one beautifies your home like the folks at Family Hearth and Patio. Open up a world of design opportunities and ideas in your own home. From fireplaces to wood stoves, gas stoves and fireplace inserts, outdoor furniture, decks, and so much more. If you can't make it to Family Hearth and Patio showroom, you can now shop online in the comfort of your own home with their online store. And shipping is free. Family Hearth and Patio, 571 Broad Street, New London, or visit familyhearthandpatio.com. Financing is always available.
And we're back. I am your host, Joey Stats, and you're listening to Joey Stats Sports Hour on 94.9 News Now, stimulating talk. And we are powered by Service Station Equipment, home of the Tank Man. I do want to say that the trivia, which I asked earlier, was when was the last time the Toronto Blue Jays won a World Series before being here in 2025? If you know that answer, call 860-464-9490. Is brought to you by the Ink Fathers. You can go to inkfathers.com and get Ink Fathers will create merch for you. That's what they do for us for the Joey Stats Show. You could go to joeystatsmerch.checkoutstores.com to get merch from the Ink Fathers. And, Murph's got a hat going.
I have a beautiful hat on.
Yeah, you got a nice hat.
I rock this all over the ECC, baby.
Oh, we love it. We love it. Well, like I said, phone lines are open, 860-464-9490. I saw it ringing before. If you want to call back, you can. But at this point, I do want to go into I feel like we got to touch on the NBA. And Terry Rozier, the allegations that have come out. Now, this was announced months ago before it actually got into something like where it is now. And, Cash Patel's involved in it. Now they're bringing up Chauncey Billups, the Bonanno family, Mafia linked, poker games that are rigged. They're rigging, they're showing the video footage of Terry Rozier on the court telling his players or telling whoever's put in the bets to take the under. He's literally throwing the ball to the other team. He's just hucking up
Faked
shots.
an injury.
Yeah, faking injuries.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable that it got to this point. And it's got to be our tank of the week. And our tank of the week is powered by Service Station Equipment, home of the Tank Man. You can call the Tank Man at 1-800-801-TANK for all your tank needs.
You see some of the mob guys' names that they have in
Bonanno. Once I heard Bonanno.
Like Tony Sausage and the names are hilarious.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. So,
oh, you can play the tank?
Yep.
He's gonna play it.
Tank of the week.
In some instances, players altered their performance or took themselves out of games to make sure that those bets paid out. One example occurred on March 23rd, 2023 in Charlotte. Terry Rozier, an NBA player now with the Miami Heat, but at the time playing for the Hornets, allegedly let others close to him know that he planned to leave the game early with a supposed injury. Using that information, members of the group placed more than $200,000 in wagers on his under statistics.
Yeah, down the street. By the way, this was so wild. Stephen A. Smith, the sports commentator, suggested that this was revenge from the president for all the kind of left-wing activism of the NBA. Your response to that, 15 seconds.
I'm the FBI director. I decide which arrests to conduct and which not to conduct. That may be the single dumbest thing I've ever heard out of anyone in modern history, and I live most of my time in Washington, D.C. It's right up there with Adam Schiff. We arrest people for crimes.
So that's our take of the week. You know, the whole thing is unbelievable that it's coming out. And it's Scary Terry, Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones. I mean, there was links to, they said that LeBron James could be in there. There's 30 names that they haven't leaked yet. But before we break that down more, that is our take of the week. We do have a caller on the line. I got Johnny from Toronto. You are live on the Joey Stats Show. I'm probably thinking that he's excited that his Blue Jays won last night. How are you today?
Joe, we accept international
Thank
calls.
you, Mr. Pots and Pans. I appreciate it, Joey.
This is the first time that I think you've called in before, but we don't normally take international calls.
Yeah. I know. I appreciate you guys paying the extra $1 or so to take this call.
Thank you. What do you got for me today?
First and foremost, shout out to the Blue Jays. Big win last night. I think my take for tonight, double down on the Blue Jays. George Springer's going to have a night.
He might have a house.
Yeah, I mean, you're going against the Murph Dog here, and he's just all about Dodgers.
Surprise. Johnny from Toronto is going against the Murph Dog.
I agree with you 100%. I don't know how you can go against this offense at the moment. You know, George Springer, like you said, 37 years old, leadoff guy, 2 hits last night. They bring in Addison Barger. He gets the grand slam. Vlad Guerrero with 2 hits. Bo Bichette back. The lineup, up and down, there's no holes.
And they play it the right way. They're not afraid to play small ball. They're not afraid to hit the big homer as well.
No, I agree.
Hey, Johnny Toronto, what's your take on the NBA betting? What do you think about all that?
I mean, it's a tough situation, right? It's
well, I got a couple things. I think are you dumb or you stupid, Rozier? You dumb or you stupid?
Well, listen, I wanted your guys' take on it, right? I think with Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier, all this kind of coming undone, and you heard Stephen A. Smith's take on it. He's making it political. Do you guys think it had anything to do with Trump?
No.
Is Trump going after the WNBA next?
Oh, I don't think so. I think that this is a long time coming. I really do. 2018 they announced and got into NBA, MLB, NFL, got into bed with FanDuel and DraftKings. This stuff was about to happen. You know, these players look at it. I think Rozier, like you said, I think he's dumb. I mean, I don't understand the amount of money he's making and the amount of money that he can make off a bet. But anytime I've been told for years that sports are rigged. I think it's sports entertainment for a reason.
I think Stephen A. Smith is a goofball. That's my take. I think that guy is ridiculous that he could even say something like that on air. I'd much rather watch the Joey Stats Show any day of the week. First take. I'll give you a last take, buddy.
Amen to that, my man. Tinfoil hat time as well. Not sure if you guys saw that, but the correlation they're all pointing to is Rick Pitino. Rick Pitino coached 2 of the guys in the NBA back in the 90s, and then also coached Louisville, Terry Rozier. So,
and they were both drafted by the Celtics, like you said, Chauncey and Terry Rozier. I mean, I'm not.
Johnny Toronto, that was impressive.
I like that.
That was really good.
You know that Joey Stats loves a good conspiracy theory, and I don't know. I feel like I'm.
That's a wild one. I haven't heard that one.
I didn't hear that at all either.
That's
but
a good one, John.
I think open it up. Bring out the names, let it happen. I mean, and there's still some bad taste in a lot of people's mouths from Shohei Ohtani. Let's be honest. If one of these players, didn't speak English and had an interpreter, could he get away with it? Because that's the reason Ohtani did.
Yeah, but Shohei also went out there, had 10 Ks, blasted 2
He's
home
the
runs.
face of baseball. That's the reason that he didn't get.
He's untouchable. So I mean, the man, let the boy gamble. You know.
But where does
Johnny.
When does it enter
culture.
to the? My question is, when does it enter the NFL? Because you've seen it with the MLB this year with a bunch of players for the Guardians. Throwing first pitch ball. Now you see Terry Rozier taking the under, missing shots, throwing passes to the other team. Will we start to see names coming out from the NFL soon?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope not. I mean, integrity is everything. I don't know if Johnny's still with us or not, but integrity.
Johnny, you still there?
You still there, John?
Yeah, I'm still here. I think a lot of fans, if you wanted my take on it real quick before I have to go, would point to the Chiefs and the referees. I think there's a lot of questionable calls over the years related to the Chiefs and that team.
Oh, I don't disagree with that either. There's been a lot of NFL games I've watched that, even in college, there's games where, the over-under is, say it's 44 and it's the end of the game and this team's getting completely blown out and they kick a field goal and then the over hits or, just lands above. But,
yeah, but those things are okay, but it's when these players are purposely getting out of the game to hit under bets. It's a totally different situation.
Yeah. Well, Johnny, thank you so much for calling. Well, he hung up, but thank you, Johnny, for calling. I'm hoping that you're still listening. We appreciate you calling from Toronto. I'm rooting for the Blue Jays with you. I know that now you're he's a Blue Jay guy. So
he's an anti-Murph guy, too.
He's a lot of people do not like the Dodgers, and it stems back to similar to with the Yankees. When the Yankees went and spent money and just kept getting to the World Series and winning World Series, people didn't like them. You didn't like the Patriots when they were good. It was the same thing. The teams that constantly get there, you see the Dodgers get there 2 years in a row. No one wants to see them win twice.
And on that note, Joe, I think the Chiefs are still here.
The Chiefs are still here. The Chiefs are still here after this. I mean, 11.5 over Washington. Well, Jaden Daniels isn't going to be playing this week, so that makes sense. But yeah, last week, Pete Carroll, I would have just walked away. I would have walked away as a coach.
Andy Reid is his boy, right? They're friends. They could have beat them 60-0.
Yeah, they could have.
Their team was decimated. He likes Pete Carroll. But he could have beat them 60-0 if he wanted to, and he pulled the dogs off in like the second half. I was at Philomena's. I was kicking a few back, watching the game with the boys. And my buddy's a big Chief fan. He goes, what's going on? It's like they stopped, and then he looks over. It's the second stringers.
What was the over under in that game? See,
well, not
you
enough.
you never know though. You got to watch these things.
Yeah.
I hope that it can ruin sports though. This type of thing, because it can, and not ruin it completely, but it can ruin it for certain people. If there's people out there that are watching the NBA. And they're betting and losing their money on stuff like this, and they see this come out with Terry Rozier, and it constantly happens. Why are they going to watch it if they think it's just fixed? Most people want to watch in the intent that these guys have integrity and they're going out there to play for the right reasons. And I can't believe that. I really want the whole list to come out, all 30 names. I want to see who's actually involved in this because. I think it could blow open from there. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I just, you want to sit there and think that people are doing the right things. You're playing for the integrity of the game, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, whatever it is. To sit there and, like Rozier, the guy's making $96 million. I mean, and you're going to go and do 10 grand bets here and there. They're going to put 30 bets in so your boys. And I mean, it's just, the idea is crazy. You're not putting your family first. You're not putting your, just everything. I mean, you're just risking it all for
what?
For what? I don't. That's why I say your dummy is stupid. It's like your dummy is stupid.
I agree with you. For what? What is the point? Like it doesn't make sense to me as an athlete. All right, if you were sitting in the stands as a fan, or if you were, a minor league player that wasn't making a lot of money that needed the money, but these guys don't need the money to do it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's insane. But we are coming up to our commercial break. I'm your host, Joey Stats. I'm here with JT and the Murph Dog. We'll be back in a minute.
President Trump heading to a multi-nation tour of Asia, which includes a major meeting with big implications.
President Trump is expected to meet China's leader, Xi Jinping, and President Trump says he's looking forward to the meeting. Now, President Trump mentioning America's farmers, especially soybean farmers, after China has refused to purchase American soybeans as part of the ongoing trade war between China and the U.S.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. ICE agents still facing strong resistance from Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker as the White House says it's not backing down.
I want people to go to our social media sites, look at our press releases, and actually see who we're arresting. So when the governor says that we're not acting in accordance with law, we're working to do what Congress has enacted us to do. It's a federal law enforcement mission.
Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons on Fox. America's listening to Fox News.
Now, breaking news from 94.9 News Now.
Jim O'Reilly. In East Lyme, officers arrest a suspected serial burglar from Massachusetts in connection with a break-in over the summer at the Shack restaurant on Flanders Road. Prosecutors say Robert Bauer, 65 of Fitchburg, forced his way into the business back on June 11th using a sledgehammer to break through walls and to access other businesses also. In Groton, the cops arrest a 39-year-old man on charges he assaulted a woman, grabbed her around the neck, and dragged her to his car when she attempted to run away. Demetrius Mosley is now charged with kidnapping and more. He faces the court soon. Connecticut families receiving at least $25 in SNAP benefits will lose nearly $200 monthly on average if cuts take effect in November as threatened by the federal government. It's a bigger hit than families will feel in any other state and only just behind those living in Washington, D.C. That's according to experts. Today, sunny skies are expected with highs reaching the mid-50s. Cloudy skies are expected overnight with lows down into the upper 30s. When news breaks, we break in. I'm Jim O'Reilly, 94.9 News Now, and stimulating talk.
Hi, this is Pete from Yankee Remodeler. Are you an experienced field or shop carpenter looking to make a positive career move? We are looking to add to our amazing team. We are a full-service residential and commercial contractor, licensed and insured, that has been trusted and relied upon since 1971. We offer competitive wages, benefits, a great environment, and so much more. Check us out at yankeeremodeler.com. You'll be glad you did. Take it from me. I've been part of the Yankee Remodeler team for the past 30 years.
Yankee Remodeler.
And we're back. I'm your host, Joey Stats, and you're listening to Joey Stats Sports Hour on 94.9 News Now, stimulating talk. And it is Saturday, October 25th. I'm live in studios. I'm here with JT, Murph Dog, and we have to touch on some college football because we got the Murph man here.
Who's that coming down the tracks?
Who's that coming down the tracks?
It's the mean machine in the red and black.
It's the mean machine in the red and black.
There's nothing finer in the land.
There's nothing finer in the land
than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan.
Than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan.
Go Dogs!
Go Dogs!
Go Dogs!
Go Dogs! The Dogs don't even play this week.
Yeah, they're off this week. I love that joke. I do have some things I like today, specifically at noon already. I took UCLA plus 26.5.
Plus 26.5. Hey.
Yeah, Indiana's really good. I think that's way too many points. UCLA's been pretty hot. They're kind of that team that's, I think they're going to cover the 26.5. So I took them. But the bet of the day, without question, is Vanderbilt. Game day's there. Kenny Chesney was there this morning, going nuts.
Vanderbilt's 6-1.
They're 6-1. They're
against
really
Missouri.
Hot. I took them. I bet against them previous week against LSU. I really thought LSU was going to win, and that quarterback shocked me. There is something going on with that team. I lay the money line there, Joe. I absolutely love it. Take Vanderbilt. Now I will tell you, Joey, stats. You want a stat?
Yeah, I want a stat of the week.
Okay. Brian Kelly, 20-1 under the lights. 20-1. Take LSU tonight on the money line. Do I absolutely love it? I'm a little scared of that defense. I did not like the way they played the previous
They're playing Texas A&M.
But they're
7-0.
Yeah, they're 7-0. Texas A&M is very good. They have a high-powered offense with a great. I really like that coach. He came from Duke. He runs a good program.
I like that quarterback, Marcel Reed. He's good.
He's very good. That being said, 20-1 Joey stats under the lights. You're going to go against Brian Kelly. Job on the line. LSU. Go Tigers.
All right. Anything else? That's all you got for me today? There's not that.
There's not a lot of great games today, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, there's not. Well, Michigan plays tonight at 7:30, and Tennessee plays at 7:45 versus Kentucky. Like you said, there's not that many great games. Miami plays at 7 versus Stanford. Miami's 5-1. You can watch Oregon at 7. Oregon. Is it Oregon or Oregon? Oregon?
Yeah.
Which one is it, Justin?
It's Oregon.
Oregon. Oregon, not Oregon.
Not
Oregon.
oregano.
Oregon plays at 7 against Wisconsin. That's all right game. I mean, they're 31.5. You know, there's a lot of big spreads. But the teams that we're missing here, like you said, is the Dogs, Georgia, and Ohio State's not playing
No one's
today.
coming down the tracks, you know.
Yeah.
I will touch on the Bama South Carolina game is very intriguing to me.
Roll
South
Tide.
Carolina is a very hard place to play in. Bama's been hot. That quarterback's really good. His percentages are off the charts. I don't have him in front of me, Joey's stats, but he is a very, very good quarterback. And he's been playing ever since they lost, like almost a Heisman candidate. But again, going in, Sellers for South Carolina can throw the ball around. I can't believe that they're not better, that South Carolina team. They had high hopes this year. They were nationally ranked, and now they're like a 500 team. That's a tough place to play. They shut that place down in South Carolina especially when Bama comes rolling in. So now, do I think Tide gets through it? Absolutely. I would think that South Carolina covers. But again, my lock of the day without question is Vanderbilt. And like I said,
and I love that quarterback, Diego Pavia.
Yeah, you're like the whole country, though.
Yep.
Everyone's on him. But
everybody does. Yeah, he's fun to watch.
I think a lot of people are already thinking about the next coach in LSU, and I think this is Brian Kelly's last stand tonight. Again, 20-1 under the lights. So keep that in mind there out there, all my the gens, baby.
Hey, but we got a caller on the line. I got Gino from Stafford Springs. You're live on the Joey Stats Show. Now I'm going to just give you a real quick thing, Gino. The last time I had you on, I had to get rid of you because of the swearing. No swearing on the air.
No, I'm not fired up.
All right, what's going on? We're talking some college football. What do you got for me today?
Well, that's what I got for you, baby. The underrated Georgia Tech Ramblin' Wreck. They're 7-0, Joe. First time since 1966.
That's true.
And I absolutely love that
they
quarterback.
got the most underrated quarterback in the country, Haynes King.
Yeah. King's unbelievable. He reminds me of Josh Allen.
Got a lot of nuts, I'll tell you right now.
Gino, he reminds me of the next Josh Allen.
Passes the ball. What do you think about it, Joe?
Yeah, we like King. He's great. 7-0, playing Syracuse, underrated team. I agree with you a lot. We've been talking. We just went into. I mean, there's not as many games as not the greatest of games, slate of games today, but we got the Murph man here today, and he loves Vanderbilt.
I do too. Vanderbilt and Alabama.
Gino, hey, do me a favor. Tell me, hey, so do you got your house on Georgia Tech? What do you got going on? Where's the action today?
No, I'll tell you right now, bud. I don't
parlayed
gamble no more, but I pick them for fun.
He doesn't gamble anymore. He does it for entertainment purposes. He watches and enjoys the games. Not everybody has to throw their house on everything.
Good for you.
He's part of the Banana Crime family.
Hey, so I got you on the line. The last time you called in, you wanted to talk about the Giants. Last week, Giants, Denver.
Now you're going to get them fired up.
Great game.
Well, you got me fired up because giving up 33 points in the fourth quarter was uncalled for, Joe.
I mean, that was bad. Very bad. Very bad. Can they? I mean,
Giants.
You gotta love though being a Giants fan right now and seeing what Jackson Dart and Scatterboo have been doing.
I said it from preseason. He's incredible, and he told his parents in 7th grade, "I want to be an NFL quarterback."
I thought the greatest story I heard about Scatterboo was that
how he got his name.
No, well, I don't know if it was Slips or who told me, but they said that when he was like 2 years old, his mom thought he had a hernia, so she brought him to the hospital. Right? She brought him to the hospital, and the doctor's like, they go and do the test, and they're like, no, that's his first ab. Like he had an ab at like 2 years old. He didn't have a hernia. He was just ripped from the get-go.
Hey, can I mention
did he come
one
out
more
concussed?
thing, Joe?
What'd you
How
say?
about the Indianapolis Colts?
Indianapolis Colts were my pick at the start of the season to win the Super Bowl. I know everybody thinks I'm insane, but
And who's that quarterback?
Daniel Jones,
Who's that coming down the track?
6-1. They get to play the Titans at home this week.
Yep.
Taylor's been having an unbelievable season for him at running back. They got one of the best young tight ends in Warren. He's got his weapons. He's got his line. I think that team can move.
Hang tight there, though. 14.5. Yes, they win. 14.5. That's a huge spread in the NFL. I mean,
they're going to cover.
Did you watch the Titans-Patriots game last week? The Titans are flat out bad.
The Titans are terrible.
They're a bad football. I don't know who's worse. Titans, Jets, Panthers. I mean, the
Panthers are pretty good, man. They beat my Cowboys handily that day.
Panthers are the lowest.
I'll let you go, Joe.
Hey,
I was way up on the Patriots. I said 5-12, and the Giants 5-12. But they're both going to win. Patriots might win 11 with that schedule.
Yeah, they do have an easy schedule, and Drake May looks good. Vrabel's doing a great job with that team. The defense is phenomenal. And actually, last week after watching, I know they were playing the Titans, but Stevenson.
It's all because of Vrabel. Hey, Vrabel's the leader.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, when do the Bills go back in New England and play the Pats? Because that is going to be must see. I know the Chiefs are playing the Bills next week, I believe, which is just going to be another marquee matchup. But I am very excited to see them
I'm waiting for December 1st. Giants come into Gillette Stadium.
December 1st, Giants come into Gillette Stadium. That's what Gino's waiting for.
They don't like us because I made a bundle on them that year.
This guy Gino, now you're off.
December 14th, Bills Patriots. Hey, Gino, thank you so much.
Gino was named in the sports gambling ring.
Gino's in the indictment.
Love you too. Have a good day.
I don't gamble no more.
Bye-bye.
No, I know Gino's story. He went down. He's had some issues with the gamble, but he used to put some. He probably put the houses on it at one point or another. What's that?
McLaurin and Debo are in against the Chiefs on Monday night. Watch that spread move down. And you know what, Joe? I love the Chiefs even more.
You love the Chiefs, huh?
I don't care who's playing for the Washington Redskins. I think the Chiefs
It's the Commanders now.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, they are the Commanders, and they're playing.
Adorable.
I did find it. One of the before we go up to our commercial break, I have a Joe Flacco clip. If you want to play it, I thought it was great. He gets traded to Cincinnati, and they ask him the other day. They go, what is it like being away from your family, and how are you sad about it? Your family's in Cleveland, and he came out and he was like, I'll play it. It's great.
Go sit at a restaurant by myself and realize that, man, that's pretty enjoyable to do. After there's not too many situations. I tell people all the time. I used to see guys sitting at a bar by themselves, or just sitting by themselves eating and grabbing a little meal, and I'm like, man, I feel so bad for that guy. Like, you almost want to go join him. And now I realize, like, that dude was in heaven.
Have you done that, gone to a restaurant by yourself and just been able to take a breath?
By myself?
Or, yeah, you had that phase of life.
Of course not. I would never go eat by myself.
Why not?
I could do that at home.
Afterwards, Jamar Chase picking on Joe Flacco. But, hey, Flacco, Bengals play the Jets. I still don't understand. I heard Mike Tomlin.
Eating by yourself in a restaurant is with age. I think Flacco is like grown up. You know what I mean? Like when you get older, you're like that. You hope for that.
There's like some freedom there.
If you're a young guy, you just want to go out with your friends and have a good time.
Nice silence.
There's a generation gap there. I think
you can go get a burger and sit by yourself and enjoy life.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Flacco is a unicorn. That was unbelievable last week.
I still can't get over that the Browns traded him in division, and so can't Mike Tomlin. I think it's ridiculous. But we are coming up to our commercial break. I'm your host, Joey Stats. I'm here with the Murph Man and JT. We will be back in a minute.
You've heard their ads.
lives over the past few years. Bring in your old, worn-out flag, and That's So Debbie will respectfully remove the stars and give them away in a program called Stars for Our Troops. Well, That's So Debbie also sells fabric, sewing materials, quilting supplies, thread, sewing machines, and they do sewing machine repairs. Plus, coming soon, there's an all-new sewing class schedule. That's So Debbie simply wants to thank everyone for continuing to help our veterans. That's So Debbie is located on Route 12 in Groton. Visit thatsodebbie.net. It's Leader Furniture in Norwich. Giant savings on a large selection of sectionals. 92-inch stationary sofas, only $6.99. Recliners as low as just $3.99 and over 70 to choose from. A mango dining set that extends to 78 inches with a leaf extension with 4 chairs marked down to $8.99. Save on England living room furniture, a Lazy Boy company. Choose from hundreds of fabrics on special. Available for delivery in less than 30 days and made in America. Pride Power Lift recliners as low as just $6.99. Viva Power Lift chairs packed with features starting at $9.99. Get a guaranteed great night's sleep and save 33% on Gold Bond mattresses, which you can flip and get twice life. Made right here in Connecticut. Leader Furniture in the Greenville section of Norwich. Closed Sundays and Wednesdays. Open late Thursdays and free delivery to Eastern Connecticut and Westerly.
Beat the 49ers handily 40-26. The second time we got together, we went for a run, and the Phillies beat the Dodgers 7-5 in the NLCS.
She's right, Dad.
The next time we went for a run, the Eagles beat the Falcons 27-14.
Wow.
The third time we got together, we had Raisin Bran in the diner, and the Phillies dominated Tampa Bay in the fourth game of the World Series 10-2.
How did you know all that stuff?
I did my research.
I gotta say, I'm impressed.
And we are back. I am your host, Joey Stats, and you're listening to Joey Stats Sports Hour on 94.9 News Now Stimulating Talk. One of my favorite movies, Silver Linings Playbook, you know, going over the juju of the Eagles with Robert De Niro. But anyway, at this point in the show, I do want to go to our Book of Wisdom. No slips this week, but he did text in his picks, so I'll do Slips' picks for try and do an interpretation of what my picks will be. But we love Slips. He's the best. Play the book.
Dr. Longshot's Book of Wisdom.
On the first chapter of the Book of Wisdom here, we're going to go, yep, dust is all gone. Now we can look at the Book of Wisdom. Go, baby. Here we go.
Miss you, Doc. Love you, bud. The Doc.
Yeah, that's
the Doc. Every time I hear it. Oh, it's great to hear. That's why I kept it a part of the show, because he loved doing the Book of Wisdom.
Loved it.
So anyway,
and I tell him to his face though, it wasn't too wise.
His book was not. Yeah. Sometimes he had his moments. But Slips last week 1-3. Joey's stats 2-2. I think on the year 17-11 now. I mean, that's not too bad.
Nah, he's pretty. His stats is pretty. You know, you've always been good at that.
Yeah, I did.
You know how to pick them.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll try and go to Slips. So I got for Slips, I got Houston minus 2.5 over San Francisco.
You gotta tell a story with that.
Oh, well, you know, with Houston. Yeah, and I got a buddy that lives down in Houston, and I can't do it. Anyway, New York, he likes Houston minus 2.5. Slips also likes the Jets. Don't understand why, because the Jets are 0-7, but maybe they will figure it out. Getting 6.5 at Cincinnati. His third pick is he likes Denver minus 3.5 over your Dallas Cowboys at home. And the last Slips pick of the week is the Monday night game. Washington Commanders at the Chiefs getting 11.5. I don't even know if I could even watch that game because I feel like the Chiefs are just going to run all over that team. But that's just me. You can make your picks and we'll come back to me.
Yeah, I got to tell Slips. I pretty much would go against everything you just said. I like the other way. But here's what he didn't mention that I do really love. I like the Ravens a lot tomorrow. Lamar Jackson's back. This is their kind of their last stand. You think everyone thinks the Ravens are dead. Their whole team off a bye is healthy, including a bunch of linemen are back. I think you're going to get a very focused, hey, my season's on the line team. A lot of people had them going to win the Super Bowl, and now they have them dead. I think Lamar Jackson is going to give it to the Bears tomorrow. Give me the Ravens on the money line tomorrow. I'll even lay the points. For some reason, I thought it was a lot higher than what it is right now. I see it at 1.5.
It's at 2.5 now. I don't even understand why it's so low with Lamar Jackson back.
I really I thought at one point it was 6.5, which is like wild when I looked at it right now. And I really like the Ravens tomorrow. I think that the Dallas Cowboys will cover in Denver. Everyone sits there and goes, oh, great offense, horrendous defense. What they don't know is Bland got a pick last week, and our guys are starting to get healthy. Jerry is going to go out at the deadline, bring some more guys in on the defensive side, and we have the best offense in football when they're firing. And I don't think we have 2 number 1 receivers with a running back that's top 5 in the league, fantasy numbers, everything that goes with it. I think that Dallas covers the 3.5. I like the Ravens. And then finally, it's like, when all my degens have a tough week, they wake up Monday morning and you're tired, and you got to go to work, and you're sitting there all day and you're worried about Monday Night Football and you want your wings.
You want your wings?
You want your wings at night. I think what you got to do, and Joe said it already, there is no way the Chiefs don't cover that. I think that the Chiefs are going to win by 30, 40. I don't even care who's quarterback, and I don't care who is playing for Washington. I think the Chiefs are going to
Is Rice that big of a difference maker for them? Is that the reason? Like, what changed? Because if you watch the start of the season, you watch the Chiefs from last week. Okay, yeah, they played Vegas.
They haven't played.
But they finally looked like the Chiefs of old. I thought they were done. I thought they were old. I thought, they didn't play that good until
they have not had their top wide receivers Worthy and Rice. I think it's like, I don't have the stat in front of me, but I think it's been like 5 or 6 games since they've been both on the team. They have not had, and they're healthy again. Now, I think this is their last stand. You could see Kelsey being gone next year. You could see Chris Jones being gone, and they're going to have problems next year. But they're still here, like the Pats used to say. They are still here. They are right now. They are the favorite to win the Super Bowl. I don't think you can even really argue that right now, based on the league and what's going on. Until the Dallas Cowboys get a Max Crosby or somebody like that on defense, and then we can start talking Super Bowl. And by the way, Murph Dog Joe, Thanksgiving Day will be in Dallas Chiefs.
Wow, I don't want to break your bubble and hurt your picks, but I got to go to some breaking news from Adam Schefter. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson will miss his 3rd game this Sunday. That's why that spread changed.
That spread the other way. And I take that completely back now about the Ravens. That's why that spread was funky.
Lamar Jackson plans to play that Thursday against the Dolphins, but this week it's going to be Huntley for the start. They say events
that is
this week against the Bears.
So I take everything I said back about the Ravens. That's a huge stay away now. I wouldn't mess around with that.
I did not know that, and I was wondering myself.
Hey, wait. Thoughts on Giants-Eagles?
I would take the Giants. I feel like the Eagles. I mean, okay. So you said that the Chiefs finally caught steam. I still think the Eagles have some Super Bowl hangover going here. They don't look exactly like the Eagles. All right, last week. Comeback, way better game, against the Vikings, but at the start of that game, it looked like the Vikings, and with Carson Wentz, that the Vikings could win that game, and they only won 28-22. Giants have a lot. I mean, Giants should have won that game last week against the Broncos in Denver. And I didn't think that Jackson Dart or just bringing in Scatterboo would be this difference maker for the team, but it's like Dable finally got to mold the team he wanted. They made a lot of mistakes on defense. The field goals missed at the end of the game. I like the Giants. I would take the Giants in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having a tough one personally on that one. 7.5. You want to go with the young Gunners? They already beat them. And is this like a revenge spot for Philly where they run away from it and really give it to them? Because at the end of that game, the Giants were celebrating like they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
In their faces. So, there's a lot of animosity there. And that's a tough one. Do you think the Patriots cover the 7.5 against a good defense in the Browns?
I think the Patriots. Well, I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. That's not on my pick. I think they could win by 10. I don't think the Browns have. I don't think the Browns are the team. You know, they got a great defense, but that I'm going to skip that one because I'm not taking it. My picks are going to be. I'm going to go with a couple dogs. I'm going to take the Steelers against the Packers. I'm going to take the Steelers at home getting 2.5. I like the home team dog.
I like that as well. I take that to 3.5 though.
I'm going to
buy that up.
I'm going to go with the Saints at home against the Buccaneers at 4:05 on Sunday.
No,
Saints are 1-6. The spread's only 3.5 favoring the Buccaneers. Buccaneers should be getting like 6, 7.5 on that.
On Monday.
That doesn't make any sense to me. So something's up, and as it goes back to the NBA, the National Betting Association, as they call it now, I think these games are fixed. I think sometimes when the spread's weird, something's funny. So the Saints division game at home against Tampa Bay. I feel like even though Tampa Bay's going to New Orleans, that spread should be way higher. So why not take a Saints that are getting 3.5 at home? That's my take.
And with all these buys, not a lot of games on the schedule tomorrow or Sunday. And the same thing with college. Like all these buys, it's not really a great week.
No, it isn't. And then my last pick is I'm going to go, I got 2 more left. So I was going to go with, I like the Dolphins this week. 1-6, getting 7.5 at Atlanta.
That smells like a fish fry to me.
I'm not too sure. They haven't fired their coach yet. I feel like they should at this point. Finally, Tua kind of started to look better last week. If they don't win this game, McDaniels has to go. So I feel like this is.
I can smell that fish frying from here, buddy.
And then my last pick is I'm going to go against your pick of the Ravens. I'm taking the Bears in Baltimore getting 2.5.
I like the Bears.
Now you took it back, but that it doesn't make sense, that one. No, like you said, you can go through these games every single week. There's a game that doesn't make sense, that something will happen. You look at the Colts game. Colts 6-1 against the Titans, 14.5. Somehow, some way, there'll be an upset there. You know what I mean? Like there's one game each week that you would think would hands down be a winner, and there's an upset. It's like you were talking Chiefs before. The Chiefs went into Jacksonville. We watched what Jacksonville did last week in London. We watched what the Rams did to them, 35-7. How is it that Jacksonville beat them at home, beat the Chiefs, and won that game like that? It's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. There's some weeks that the team looks so good, and then there's some weeks the team just comes out flat.
Stats open the book and likes the Saints.
I like the Saints. Hey, I'm just saying, at home, that spread should be way higher because Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay, that's a way better team than the Saints. Why would it be that low? Doesn't make sense to me. Something doesn't add up. Something stinks, like you said. Something stinks. But we are coming up to the end of the show. Oh, the last pick I'll make is Blue Jays win tonight. Who do you think? Dodgers?
I like the Dodgers.
Dodgers? All right. Well, we are coming up to the end of the show. Thank you so much for coming on, Murph. Thank you, JT. Appreciate you.
This is no sweat bets, baby.
This is Joey Stat Sports Hour on 94.9 News Now, stimulating talk, and we are powered by Service Station Equipment, home of the Tank Man. You could call the Tank Man at 1-800-801-TANK for all your tank needs. Call in every week, 860-464-9490. Check out our website. We're going to start working on a live stream that we can watch on YouTube. Maybe check out what's going on in studio. But we really appreciate you coming on, Murph, and filling in for Slips.
We got to get a camera on Drew.
Yeah, we do have to get the camera on Drew.
Whenever there's some panic in the
room. When the phone call comes in and it's like,
or a computer breaks.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
That would be great.
People want to see.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone, and tune in again next week.